Next up on WTV, virtual learning, a new way to get books, in today's Sports Minute. WTV's daily update starts now. Hey there, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Monday, August 17th, and I'm Cooper Ragle with today's daily update, brought to you by Wingspan TV. A strong storm system rolled through North Texas last night with numerous homes in the area suffering damage from the strong winds. Here's the details. The school wasn't spared from the high winds that whipped through the area, as one of the trees in front of the school, outside of the social studies hall, was split almost in half from the gusting winds. According to WFFA, peak wind gusts in the area clocked in at more than 60 miles per hour. Numerous residents in the area have also reported damage from the storm, but things have cleared up today with an exceptional high of 93 degrees, which is more than 30 degrees cooler than the 130 degrees reached in Death Valley, California on Sunday, which, if confirmed, would be the world's highest temperature recorded since 1931, according to the Washington Post. For the next 3 weeks of school, virtual learning is the new norm for Frisco ISD staff and students. WTV's Alyssa Murphy has the story.
For the next 3 weeks of school until September 3rd, FISD is requiring students to attend their classes virtually. After that period, students will either attend in-person school or continue virtual schooling according to their responses in the district-mandated survey. While everybody in the district participated in e-learning back in the spring, things are expected to look different with this year's virtual learning plan.
We're going to start the year with virtual learning. But for those of y'all that were with us last year, it's going to be a little bit different than what you experienced in the spring. Our students will be getting an email from their teachers that lists times that they should meet, and the teachers are going to have Zooms and other things available so our kids can have face-to-face correspondence with their teachers and other peers in the class. So for our students, be watching for your teachers. The way they're going to work each class depends on what that class needs. In addition, different than this spring, is our students that are on the virtual academy may have teachers at one of the 5 other high schools in our group. So if you get on your schedule and you see at another school, that doesn't mean you're not at Liberty High School. That just means your teacher is teaching from another campus. And we're working together to ensure that all the teachers are working together to plan and to make a curriculum that you can all get, whether you're at our school or someplace else.
Students will remain learning virtually or face-to-face until the end of the 9-week grading period, unless something changes in regard to COVID-19 and health protocols regarding school. Reporting for WTV, I'm Alyssa Murphy.
Even though school is being conducted online, the library isn't letting that stop them. WTV's Kirti Gumadi has the details.
Students now have the opportunity to check out up to 5 fiction and 10 graphic novels from the library by filling out the book takeout form. Books can be picked up and returned in the foyer every Wednesday and Friday from 2 to 3 p.m.
Book takeout is something that, as librarians over the summer, we decided that we wanted to kind of offer for our students who were doing virtual academy. So being kind of delayed by 3 weeks, doing at home for 3 weeks, this is the perfect time to roll it out. So the way that this is going to work is you look through the catalog and decide however many books that you want. Fill out the form and then come pick them up. I will send out an email once I've received your order and it's ready for pickup.
In addition to reading for fun, access to books can also help students with their classes.
We felt like we needed to offer something like this for our virtual academy students. We didn't want to leave potentially half of our student population at a disadvantage, not only just for reading for fun, but for reading for English classes, for history classes, doing research. Sometimes you need an actual book checked out from the library to do that research. And so we wanted to offer this just as you were in school, in person, in the actual, brick and mortar building. You still needed the same resources that students needed either way. So we didn't want to leave anybody out. We wanted to make sure that all of our students had all the materials that they needed for any class or just for fun. We also have, I'm working on purchasing more and more ebooks through the catalog. So you can access all of your ebooks and audiobooks through Sora, but you can also, if you look in the catalog and it says that it's an ebook, that opens it up in Mac and Via. So there are 2 different avenues that you can get your ebooks. So I'm working on accumulating more of those if you are one of the ebook lovers.
To order a book for pickup, go to bit.ly/redhawktakeout. Reporting for WTV, I'm Kirti Gumadi.
Everything about school is different now, and that extends into the Red Hawk athletic program. In today's Sports Minute, WTV's TJ Krylowitz takes a look at how head football coach Matt SWINNEA is approaching the season.
As COVID continues to be a threat, it has left a lot of high school athletic programs with tough decisions regarding how to deal with the outbreak.
Football practice right now doesn't look anything like anything, and part of that is we're under the obligation of our COVID protocols that are set first by the UIL, and then FISD works out what we need to do as far as player safety and things like that. And so, for among other things, we haven't opened a locker room since March. Players have to bring their own water. We temperature test daily. We wear masks almost 100% of the time. Practice social distancing. There's just a ton of things that are different with regards to how we're doing things now.
SWINNEA has coined a special phrase to his challenges from COVID.
I think the biggest challenge is how often things change. I said with the coaches that there's kind of a new term I'm using. It's COVID concrete, meaning that we have a plan, but that plan may change. And so there's so many things that are moving pieces. As coaches, naturally, we like to plan and have things set up, and we've done things certain ways, for forever, and it's all different. And so just being flexible and fluid, and one of the code words these days is pivot. Just being able to change direction.
It has also been a challenge to keep team morale up.
With us pushing the season back, just not burning out and trying to keep things, as fresh as possible, getting the work in, but still, maintaining a sense of fun. And so, when you're working hard in the sun, it's hard to find some fun. But since we're able to compete against each other, and honestly, since everybody's finally able to get out and be around each other, that's been a big boost.
With the season fast approaching, Coach SWINNEA is keeping a positive mindset on the football team having a season.
It's gonna be different, but the big thing is for the opportunity for the guys to play, for all the sports to play, I think is going to be there. It's going to be different for the fans. It's not going to be sporting events are not going to be the social events that they have been this year. But just being able to play, it's going to happen. It's just going to look different.
Reporting for WTV, this is TJ Kurlitz.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. For any announcements, have your club sponsor email libertywingspanstaff@gmail.com. That's it for today's daily update. I'm Cooper Ragle with Wingspan TV.